Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, we are going to check what are the messages that we are getting right now. Just let's see. Let's see. Okay. So, what's the vibe right now? Betrayal of trust. Betrayal of trust. Number 29. Trust has been shattered, leaving wounds deeper than words can express. Now you see the truth. Use it to move forward, wiser and stronger. This is very interesting because, to be honest with you, I made a reading before, but I realized in the middle that in fact it was not recording. I had no more memory. And this is reflecting me on that. I will tell you about that. The spirit world. The spirit realm is communicating with you, whether through symbols, synchronicity, or inner knowing. This is in the second position, so we are talking here about your intuition that was calling you regarding a relationship. That obviously this person was betraying you, giving birth. Something sacred is being born through you. So, we might be talking obviously about giving birth, truly, a pregnancy, but we might be talking about something else, right? We might be talking about a new project, we might be talking about you awakening to something, we might be talking about creativity. Let's see, let's continue. Communication. Stagnation ends when conversations begin. We have here healing path. Wait, can I move those cards a little bit more? Will you be able to see them? Yes, I kind of feel that you can. Because those cards are beautiful, but they are big. And I don't want to burn my cards. Okay. The healing path is in the 5th position. I love that this card is number 34 because it is a 7, and you know that for me, my 7th place here, it is related to healing. We have a warning here. The communication is also a 7. It's number 25. Collaboration in the 7th position, relocation, and bad weather. Okay, so let's see. We had the collaboration before also in the reading that wasn't recorded. Okay, so I'm looking at these 3 cards and it's coming back to me, the reading that I just did. And the reading was very interesting because, of course, it was talking about the situation that we know about, that we were talking about somebody who betrayed you and that took with them a whole bunch of people to come against you, attack you, gossip about you, spreading lies about you, all those kind of things. And in this reading, what was very interesting, it was what this situation was bringing to you. I'm also attracted here to the healing path because what came out, it is that in fact, in all this situation, it allowed you, in fact, to realize amazing things about you. So we already discussed about strength, but this is not what it was talking about. It was talking about the fact that in comparison to other people, you could understood some kind of higher values that you had. Because it's very difficult to know how special we are if we don't have something to compare to. So the example that I was giving is, for example, if one day you are taking a pen and you decide to draw, so you might make a drawing and it might be an amazing drawing, but you might not see that there is something so special about it, and you are talented, and you might only realize that you are truly talented the moment that somebody else is taking a pen for the first time also, and they are drawing, and you see that their drawing is not at all as good as yours, and then you might understand that in fact you truly have a special ability or talent, all of that, right? And I was talking about that, but it was on a larger scale, right? It was talking about your character, your values, how much weight you put in your words, how you are operating in relationships, how honest you are, how loyal you are, how an integer. I don't know the word now. But you know, all those kind of beautiful characteristics that you have, that you might not have appreciated at their true value, because you had nothing to compare to. And then when this situation came to light and you saw how people were just eating up lies about you and acting in certain ways and all those kind of things, things that you would have never done, this might have given you the mirror, in fact, of how special, particular, high vibing you truly are, right? So I kind of feel here this energy a little bit when I'm looking here at the first cards. But I want to cleanse myself now and truly get into all of this. Okay, so in the sixth position we have warning. Somebody here should have realized that something must have been done, and they should have been warned that they needed to change something, right? We have the healing path here in the fifth position. I feel here that we are talking about you, that at a certain moment you realize that whatever situation you were dealing with here, there was an issue in the communication. This was the issue. So you might have realized that you cannot communicate with this person in a healthy way, or that they were not open to communication, or the way that they were communicating with you, there was something there that was not okay. The spirit, I truly feel here that intuitively, or your higher self, the highest, your angels, your ancestors, something here has spoken to you and told you you need to pay attention here. We are with the number 83, which is an 11, which is about justice. So somebody here, with the justice, we are with the swords, and with the swords, we are also about the truth. So I kind of feel that there is some kind of truth that came to you. You might have felt the betrayal of trust. It's interesting because this is 29, which is also an 11 at the end of the day. So we have here 11, 11, 7, 7. We have 2, 5 here, the relocation and the bad weather. Yeah, you need to move yourself from this situation. I kind of feel here that somebody else now might feel the need to move because they are under bad weather, because they have betrayed your trust, but they have betrayed more than your trust. In this situation, you might have given birth to something. We are with the number 8, which is talking also about karma, right? So you might have felt the need to move yourself from this situation, but at the end of the day, it allowed you to give birth to something. And this something might be what I was talking about before, that it's about you realizing your human qualities that you might have overlooked before, right? So, what else do I see here? Yeah, somebody should have collaborated with you. They didn't. They should have collaborated with their higher self. They didn't. I also feel here that they might have thought that the fact that they were acting in such a way that people would distance themselves from you and that you would have found yourself isolated, that this would be your ending, your total ending, right? Which it was not. Yes, you were isolated, but you collaborated with your higher self, the highest, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you relate to. But at the end of the day, they projected themselves on the situation, because if they wouldn't have been able to collaborate with anyone, it would have been their total downfall. While in fact, for you, you might have felt the need to truly protect yourself and protect your energy, because you were dealing with a very bad weather, right? Clouds over you all the time, people trying to send to you very karmic energies, trying to create storms in your life. But at the end of the day, this maybe need to go into hermit mode, which I think that they saw you going in hermit mode, but the hermit mode in reverse, the card in reverse, which is talking about truly hiding, being forced into isolation. And yes, maybe this situation has forced you into isolation, except that for you, isolation is a place where you are not lonely, right? You might be alone, but you are not lonely. There is this collaboration. Maybe you didn't have it before, and maybe now you had it stronger because you needed to create some kind of cocoon or safe bubble around you in order to protect yourself. And in this, it might have given birth to some kind of, I said, deeper awareness about yourself, coming through the awareness of other people's behaviors and ways of thinking and communicating, and their lack of healing, right? But at the same time, it might have truly connected you to your individuality and your originality and your personality and who you are in a very, very different light, right? I have to say that with the bad weather here, we are starting with betrayal of trust and bad weather. The bad weather, it is something external to you. So yes, it might influence you because you might be cold because of the bad weather. You might get wet because of the bad weather, but it is external to you. And I feel here that whoever was betraying you, and we might have a lot of people, but the central person, I kind of feel that they were hoping that it would create in you self destruction, self harm, that you would doubt yourself. And it is not the case. We saw it over and over again that, in fact, what they thought it would be that you would turn the swords against yourself, right? Even maybe uh, pushing you to unalignment, right? And if you might have had unalignment thoughts, it would have been more because of your deception of the world, not a deception of yourself, if you understand what I mean. You might have thought about things that you wish that you have done differently, right? And if it's the case, always consider that it's easy to look back and say I shouldn't have done that, or I should have paid attention to that, and all those kind of things, but your level of awareness was not the same. Your ability to see truly what was going on was not the same. It takes time to truly realize what is going on. So it's easy to come after and say, yes, I should have left before, or I should have reacted to that, or I should have. But when you are into the situation, your mindset is different, and also you might not have the distance in order to see the situation truly in the same way that you can once it is later on in the timeline, right? So be tolerant with yourself regarding those things. And next time, if you will be in the situation, then yes, you will react quicker. But when you are taken by a situation, it's kind of complicated, and it's important to be tolerant towards yourself with those kind of things. 1 second, I kind of feel here power struggle. I wanted to open a card here, and we see the power struggle in the 7th position. I think that we already had this card coming up. I'm thinking, what deck do I want to use? I think that I want to use this one, my German deck. So let's take this one. I didn't use it for some time. So let's see, what more information are we getting here? Tell me more here, please. What should the collective be aware of in this situation? Yes, you see, they truly wanted you. Wait, let me just put the cards like this. They wanted you, in fact, to be very, very confused and be doubting yourself and self-sabotage. In fact, they wanted you to feel guilty. They wanted you to feel guilty. They wanted... This is what I was saying right now, just before, that they wanted you to be so confused and nourish in self-hate, instead of seeing the situation for what it is and see that those people were extremely toxic. Which I kind of feel that at the end they didn't succeed. So maybe in the beginning you question yourself. Maybe after you said to yourself, I should have done this, and I should have seen this, and I should have reacted to this. Of course, but as said, it's easy afterwards, right? But they were truly counting on the fact that you would be confused. We have the page of swords here, and the Ace of Cups, both in reverse. They are stalking you. They are stalking you with this page of swords. Chances are that they are stalking you, stalking your social media, trying to get information about you. We are also talking here about someone who is a liar, a manipulator, a gaslighter, someone that you cannot trust, right? They were guilty, but they wanted you to doubt yourself and think that you did something in order to deserve this situation. Can you see all the cards? Wait, I have to step up to see if you can see all the cards. I think that now maybe you can. Yeah, now you can. Okay. Let's see. Tell me more here, please. The Six of Cups and the High Priestess. Might be talking here about someone. There are two options here. Or it is somebody who has love bombed you in the beginning, right? Making you feel very, very safe, sharing their own wounds of the past, childhood wounds or things like that, in order for you to open up. Whatever they have told you, it might all have been lies. It was just in order to make you feel safe, for you to open up about yourself, your fears, your wounds, all those kind of things, in order to be able to use them afterwards in order to trigger you, right? Or we might be talking about somebody who knew you since a lot of time. We have here the Six of Cups. This is talking about the past. It might be talking about the inner child. It might be talking about all those kind of things. So I kind of feel that somebody was trying to use your triggers in order to stress you out. High Priestess, I don't think that they envision the fact that maybe because of what happened to you in your past, you had some kind of knowledge and you knew how to manage a very, very difficult situation. The High Priestess here, she has a lot of inner knowledge, a lot of understanding, a lot of awareness. She doesn't speak a lot, but she observes a lot and she is aware of many things. We have here the snake. The snake is talking about awareness. So there is here, can you see the card? Yes. There is here a lot of awareness with the High Priestess. And I feel that this awareness is also a result of your past, of past experiences. Tell me more here, please. The Empress in reverse. You might have been dealing here with a very toxic feminine energy. We might be talking about a mother. We might be talking about a mother image. This is a feminine energy. It can be a masculine also. But we are talking here about someone who is overbearing, jealous, possessive, insecure, but they don't see their own insecurity, in fact. And they are projecting a lot. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we are talking here about somebody who is not healed, who is not healing. Somebody who wanted to keep you stuck, unable to move forward. This was the intention here. Yeah, look. The Hangman in reverse. They wanted you to be stuck. They wanted you to be stuck because you being stuck would allow them to get some kind of opportunity. So we might even be talking here about a feminine that wanted someone who was interested in you. For some of you, this might be the case because somebody here saw you being stuck as being an opportunity for them. With the Page of Pentacles here, it is someone who is investing in something for the long term and grounding things in the reality, while we might be talking about lies, right? So there was here truly a work that was done in order to keep you stuck. We are talking about concrete actions, but concrete actions might also be create a false narrative about who you are, right? This might be concrete because at the end of the day, it transforms the reality because people are thinking about you that are in fact totally wrong. I'm attracted to the communication here and the phone. I see somebody calling people and telling them lies about you. Maybe using your healing as a way to paint you as mentally unstable or all those kind of things. Maybe using your spirituality as a way to paint you as crazy. Something like that, right? With this betrayal of trust here in the beginning, I truly feel that we are talking here about someone who did everything in their power in order to take away your spiritual power. Because they didn't want you to give birth to something new. Tell me more here, please. Why do I feel that there are two cards here? Because there are two cards here. Okay, this one I will put back, but it's the Seven of Swords in reverse. You being aware here. Like whatever they did, lying, stealing, manipulating, gossiping, making up stories, cheating, whatever it may be, it is exposed now, right? We are talking here about a whole group of people, right? Three of Cups in reverse, a whole group of people working together in order to come against you and destroy your ability to build yourself, invest in yourself, continue to make grow whatever you have invested in the future. Whatever you invested in the past regarding your future, right? I truly feel here people feeling that you were heading towards something good, towards healing, towards a beautiful destiny here, and they absolutely wanted to keep you stuck. The Eight of Cups in reverse, not allowing you to move forward, not allowing you to let go, and the Hangman in reverse. This is truly keeping you stuck, and actively acting in ways. This is strategizing in order to keep you stuck and using people here in order to do that, to destroy whatever you have invested in. I feel here that it might truly be, taking everything out of context. Whatever you did in the past, they took everything out of context in order to paint you in a light that doesn't align to who you are, giving birth to a whole new personality that you don't have. Yeah. They have been warned to stop. And they decided not to do that. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse, emotional manipulation, and Three of Wands in reverse. They were manipulating here a whole situation. The Lovers in reverse, making it was stuck. Yeah, making horrible choices in order for people to not trust you, for people to stay away from you, manipulating everyone. It is emotional manipulation, right? So that you wouldn't see anything coming your way, that you wouldn't have any opportunities, that when you would call people, they wouldn't call you back, that when you would send a message, people wouldn't message you back, that whatever you try to do, there was no, for you to truly feel rejected. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to be desperate. And that you would think that you are the problem, while what I feel, and yes, it is also related to the reading that I had before, it is that, yes, you might have been disgusted and in pain and in need to heal, but you could see that the problem was around you, right? Doesn't make it less painful, right? But their intention was truly what narcissistic people are doing. They want you to self-destroy, to self-sabotage, to think that you are the problem, right? And by creating a multiplicity, there have been psychological experiences made in order to understand people's patterns. And so I will give you an example. It is not a real experience, but it will explain the experience. We have a lot of people who are in a room all the people are connected and they have received an instruction, and so there is just one person that in fact is the subject of test, and so the people are looking at something that is red and they are saying that it is green. At the end of the day, the test person, even if they clearly see that it is red and not green, if the whole group is telling them that it is green, they won't fight against it because there are so many people. And I feel here that this was the intention, that there would be so many people coming against you that you would be convinced that you are the problem, right? But I feel that somehow, even if you might have thought that for a moment, or you might have felt that you have no place to do in this community or even in this world, because everybody's like that. So even if it's not you, it's them, do you really want to deal with that? I kind of feel that even if you had some kind of doubts, there was something maybe coming from the spirit world helping you to understand that in fact there was a situation that was it was a true manipulation. It was truly, like you were in the Truman Show and everybody was coming against you, but it didn't mean that you were crazy, mentally unstable, dreaming. No, there was truly a situation there. Tell me more here, please. I don't know if you sometimes read Reddit stories, and because if not, I don't get into Reddit, but I have like a few accounts that I follow on YouTube where they are talking about Reddit stories. And when you see what is going on very often with the scapegoat, the black sheep, and the whole family going against one person and like convincing them that they are wrong when they are right, it is so eye-opening. So eye-opening because you truly realize how a whole group of people will try to convince someone that something is okay when it is clearly not. And they are not just convincing this person that whatever they went through was okay, but they're truly trying to convince this person that they are the problem, that they are overreacting. And when you read it from outside, you realize truly, like, it's absolutely terrible. It's terrible. Okay, so we have here the Eight of Pentacles. They were working very, very, very hard in order for you to be confused about the reality. It's exactly what I was telling you now about those Reddit stories, right? And those poor people, they are coming to Reddit because they are saying, I need a clear point of view of what's going on here. And like everybody's saying, but are you seriously asking if you are the asshole in this situation? But yes, of course, because when you have a whole group saying the same thing and trying to convince you that you are the problem, then of course you find yourself alone and you are doubting of your reality. I had a situation like this, that it was so obviously clear that what a person did was horrible, right? And all my family was trying to dismiss it, like, no, you are the problem, you are too sensitive, you are putting intentions, until I talked to the son of this person that was present on the place, and they asked me, why are you closed off? And I said, didn't you realize that it's the first year that this person came, and why did they come? When they know that I had a legal situation with them, right? And it was like a friend of... And so suddenly the son of the person who brought this person that shouldn't have been there, they were shocked. Suddenly they realized and they said, wow. And I said, finally, somebody normal in this family. Like, you understand that there is here something horrible that happened. And they said, yes, of course. I was happy to have one normal person, you know, because apparently they were not participating in this manipulation. But if you would hear my mother, my brother, no, I'm the problem. You are creating problem where there are no problems. You are paranoid, and it was so obvious, you know, it was so obvious. There was no doubt, but they wanted me to doubt. So here, this is the situation. This is totally the situation here. They wanted you, the Two of Swords, to be totally confused. And they worked very, very hard on that. Very hard. Can you see the card? Yes, you can. Let's see. Let's get more about the situation here. Tell me more here, please. The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Wait. This is a very, very high level of energy. And with this Ten of Pentacles, we might be talking about a lot of money coming very quickly to you. Might be very quick communication coming from a whole group of people here. Maybe family, maybe community. I would like to have a little bit more information here because I'm a little bit confused here. And it's important because it's high level of energy. So I want to be sure that I understand here what's going on, what is coming your way. Or if we are talking about what was happening here, meaning a whole group, a whole family, a whole community intensively coming after you, or high level of communication going towards the community in order to attack you. I would like to understand if we are talking about the past, we are talking about the future, what's going on here. The Chariots. No, it is something coming towards you. There is something here coming towards you that will heal a situation. Yeah, it seems like what this is telling, then it is truly that there is a quick communication that will come intensely towards you, quickly, of somebody of the family or the community or something like that. Knight of Cups, it will be emotional, honest. Knight of Cups in the upright, it is it might be a little bit overwhelming, let's say it like that, but it is healing. Three of Swords in reverse, the Chariot. Yeah, somebody is moving towards you. Yeah, we have here someone moving towards you. Okay. Let's see, let's get a little bit more information. Can you tell me more? Yes, because somebody here is awakening to some kind of truth. The Eight of Swords in reverse. They were blinded in the past. They have believed lies about you. And now they awaken to the truth. Right? That you have always been right, you have always been honest, you have always been courageous, you did what you needed to do, that you took the right decisions. Queen of Wands. Yeah, somebody here is awakening to the truth, and this is why they want to come towards you. And we might be talking about more than a person. We might be talking about somebody of the family, but we might also be talking about the community, people of the community, of your environment, people who have believed some kind of lies about you, that are awakening to the truth, and they truly deeply want to communicate with you, right? So let's go to closure here. Yeah, they understood here that there was somebody who was actively trying to get authority over a situation, being very entitled, arrogant, authoritarian, trying to force their own truth on others, acting in very illegal ways, with no morality, no integrity. This is what they understand now, that this person had a whole strategy in order to try to get to what they wanted to get to. They have been very patient and very strategic in order to realize their plan, and their plan was coming from truly a very selfish and dark place. We might be talking about someone who was even trying to steal from you, right? We might be. Taurus energy here. It doesn't have to be. Let's see. Is there anything more here? Yeah, somebody would like you to open up to them. Have the Chariot here again. Yeah, they want to come towards you because they are stuck. They feel stuck. Kind of feel somebody who who awakened to something, and it's very heavy on them. It's very heavy on them. They are stuck. They feel stuck here. They want a new beginning. They want to cleanse themselves and their energy, and get to a new cleaning the ground with you, right? Because they realize that they acted in ways that were not okay. They want to come in and tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. They are exhausted. They are mentally exhausted because they realize now what they participated into, right? Yeah. They were very mistaken about you. I feel that we are talking here about someone of the past that should have known better. This is what I feel here. Yeah, they are grieving right now because they understand that they might have lost you for good, because you healed. You healed, you are stable. And they know that they have broken your heart in the past. They know that. They know that you have very, very strong boundaries because they were supposed to be a safe space for you, and they were the total opposite. They have betrayed you in the past, and you have taken distance. Yeah, because you don't trust them anymore. You don't trust them because they have worked against you, not with you. Yeah. And they know that it's their justice also, that you won't tolerate them in your life, but they might want to still apologize. Right? They know that you are in a good place. We have here the Emperor. We have the Six of Wands. You move forward. towards your victory. Yeah, you had to be very, very courageous, but they want to communicate with you because they would like to somehow repair the relationship, repair something like that. They feel miserable right now. But they know that you know that they sided with someone who wanted to destroy you. But this is also what they want to tell you, I feel. They want to come clean about that. About the fact that they should have known better. They should have known better. They cannot release. They cannot release. It is very, very heavy on them. They are trying to find the courage in order to come towards you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, they are stuck in a bad cycle, but it's legitimate because there is something here that they shouldn't have done, or something that they should have done to protect you, to support you. They betrayed you. So this is why they are dealing with this situation right now. We saw that you are in a good place. You are in an elevated place. Yeah, people have betrayed your trust. You had no other choice but to connect to your higher self, the highest, and all those things, because you had to give life to a whole new life, right? Yeah, we have here someone who wants to communicate with you. They want to heal. Mainly, I feel themselves, but they want to heal the connection. But what I could see here from the cards, it is that they are feeling very, very guilty, right? So they feel that they absolutely have to do something in order to get out of this situation. You might not want to talk with them. With the warning here, I kind of feel also that you are not interested. You are not interested. You know that they collaborated with someone and gave power to somebody else when you were already going towards a very, very difficult situation, and they just forced you even more into isolation, right? And so yeah, so now they are under the weather. But I kind of feel that you feel that you might feel that first of all it's not your problem, and second they deserve whatever it is that they are going through, and it is their problem. They have to deal with whatever. I don't feel like you want to make it easy on them. I don't think that you want to especially make it hard on them. You won't go out of your way to make it hard on them. But I don't feel that you feel the will to make it easy on them. Why should you? Kind of feel that you might have given it to the highest, and the highest can deal with it, right? It's not on you anymore. You had no other choice but to heal by yourself, rebuild yourself alone, all those kind of things. So now that those people who have hurt you truly want to come to you in order to heal, it's like I kind of feel that you are saying, not my problem, you know? I will leave it here. I kind of feel that we have a clear image of what's going on here. So I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.